It is not focal over. We are so furry back. So, if you didn't know, FURINA just got buffed, and as soon as I became available to, I went onto my laptop and I decided to calculate these buffs and see how much better she is now than she was before. So stay tuned to see those calculations. But first, if you find this video informative or entertaining, please consider liking and subscribing. It pushes me further into the algorithm and gives me positive motivation to keep going. Now, let's get on to the changes. So, first of all, what they changed is on her E, because all of her familiars drain her HP, and they increased how much HP these familiars drain. Now, would this not be a nerf? I mean, it means that your team's gonna die easier. No, because of how her ult works, and how it boosts your damage based on how much your HP has changed. And now because your HP is draining more, it means your HP is changing more, making you able to get more stacks, but you're also able to be healed more, which gives you more stacks. So now it's been changed that over the course of one rotation, it's going to drain approximately half of your team's HP. A little less, which still makes it, not go to the cap, so it always has its damage buff, assuming you don't get hit. But it's been increased by quite a lot. And as I mentioned before, this is going to increase the stack gain on your ultimate. And the rest of FURINA's buffs have gone to her ultimate, which I said in the previous video is pretty mid. But now they buffed it to actually be way better. Because first of all, they lowered its energy cost, which means you need less energy recharge. And less energy recharge means more investment into offensive substats. I've calculated that in a Hu Tao double Hydra team, with YELAN who E's a singular time, and assuming YELAN gets to eat the Favonius particles from Zhongli, she now is going to need 160 energy recharge, which is very manageable, especially with an energy recharge weapon. What they also did was they buffed the amount of damage bonus you actually get from your stacks, so not only are you going to be able to stack the burst faster, but you also get more damage bonus for it. But wait, doesn't it sound a little too broken with Nouvelette? Well, no, because they lowered the cap on how many of these stacks you can have. And this is exactly what I thought they should have done to buff FURINA. Lower her energy costs so energy recharge isn't that big of an issue, make her drain more HP so that she's more universal in more teams, but lower the cap so that she doesn't overbuff Nouvelette and just make him insane. But how big is this increase really? Like, all these changes sound pretty minor, but all of them together, is that really going to make that big of a difference? Well, judge for yourself. These are the numbers in a healerless team, which means that the buffs from her ultimate are less impactful than they normally would be. And as you can see, wait, hold on, these numbers that you're claiming that were old numbers are not the same as in the previous video. How does that work? Well, that's because these numbers are from the alternating between arc playstyle that I talked about in the previous video. So these are not the same numbers, and don't you worry, dear viewer, that was done on purpose, because I wanted to compare that to the new numbers for alternating arc playstyles, because specifically I want to show you that this now beats Xingqiu YELAN. So in 2 of FURINA's best playstyles, she now beats Xingqiu instead of only 1. So you're not gonna have to swap full damage build anymore if you're playing a healerless team. And that's kind of irrelevant anyway, because if you replace Zhongli in Hu Tao Double Hydra with literally any fucking healer that doesn't change the reactions, well, suddenly you start out damaging YELAN. Like, what the fuck? You could literally put any bumfuck healer in there, and you're now beating YELAN. And this is assuming that it's a damage over time healer, like Bennett. But no, if you're playing someone like Baizu, or hell, Charlotte, who's going to heal the entire party to basically full instantly when they cast their burst, it means that your average stacks are going to be way higher than in these numbers. So that means that you could play any of the burst healers, and you're just going to start out-damaging YELAN. Sure, using them both together still out-damages Xingqiu, obviously, but now FURINA, I can confidently say, is better than YELAN, which is something a lot of people were mad about, the fact that she isn't better than YELAN. And, wow, now she's also joined the Archon Club. Because they swapped her C2 and her C6, and now her C2 means that her ult is gonna get 3 times as many fucking stacks. So yeah, if you were planning to get C2 FURINA, you can no longer on-field her, which is sad for those that wanted to, but now you just get infinitely more fucking burst stacks. So yeah, I see her C2 being a lot better now. Anyway, that was it for this quick little update for FURINA's buffs. Hope you found the video informative. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, do whatever the fuck you want. But that's it from me. Peace.